Hello, my name is Yves Longchamp. I'm head of research at SEBA Bank. And today I'm very glad to present you our latest finding that we publish in the latest Digital Investor, which is a SEBA research publication. This publication is about valuation models, and we have developed two valuations models for Bitcoin. But today I will just focus on the first one, which is the so-called SEBA valuation models for Bitcoin. Actually, the idea is to be able to define a fair value. And we believe that this is a key element because it helps us to understand what is the fair price of Bitcoin and what are the price determinants. So let's go straight to the conclusion. According to our estimates, the fair value of Bitcoin at the time of writing the publication is in US dollar 10,670. But the question is, how do we get there? So we decided to focus on the value creation of blockchain and cryptocurrencies with four different elements. The first two are linked to the blockchain, and the last two elements are linked to the cryptocurrency. So let's start with the first two elements, which are actually the network effects and the immutability. So network effect is the measure of the number of users that take part in a blockchain. If you think it's very much like any other social media or platform, the more, the bigger the number of users, the higher is the value of this platform or of the blockchain. So it measures all the externalities which are linked to the platform. The second element is called immutability. And immutability is just a name to mention the security. You have to keep in mind that when you use a blockchain, this is to transfer value. And why would you transfer value if security were low? You want to do it just because security is high and you know that the value you transfer is saved and can easily be transferred from wallet A to wallet B. So this is the second element of the blockchain, network and immutability. And then obviously to each blockchain you have a cryptocurrency. Now we need to define also the type of cryptocurrency you have. So one element of defining it is the supply or the monetary policy. Monetary policy is the idea to measure the discipline in the cryptocurrency supply. In the case of Bitcoin, for example, the supply schedule is very simple. We know exactly how many Bitcoin will be mined every block, and we know that at the end of the day there will be 21 million Bitcoin, not more, not less. That's it. There is no way to change it. And this perfect knowledge, this perfect foresight, adds confidence in the system and create value in the cryptocurrency. Finally, and this is the fourth element of our equation, this is also the second term of the cryptocurrency, this is what type of cryptocurrency do we have at the end of the day. In monetary theory, you can see money from very different angles. But actually, usually you see money either as a medium of exchange or as a store of value. If this is a medium of exchange, you don't really care about the value of your money in the long term. You just want to use it today or maybe tomorrow to buy some food or coffee. If you have a store value, this is completely different. You don't really care about the value today. You're interested in the value tomorrow. Medium of exchange is made to be spent today, and store value is meant to be saved and spent later. So if we know what kind of cryptocurrency do we have, either medium of exchange or store value, it gives a lot of insight on the valuations. And this is what we did with Bitcoin. So at the end of the day, we have developed a model, the SEBA valuation model, which is based on four terms. The first one is the network. The second one is immutability. Both together, they describe the blockchain. Then we have two additional terms, which are monetary policy and finally currency type that describe the cryptocurrency. When we have all them together, we have the valuation models, and it gives you a fair value for Bitcoin of $2,670. It's quite interesting because we can see also how this valuation has evolved over time, and it has gone up, but sometimes went down, depending on how each of these variables have evolved. What we do observe also is that the price is kind of hovering around the fair value, and now at the time of speaking, the Bitcoin price is below its fair value, meaning that Bitcoin is currently undervalued. So this is all what I wanted to tell you today. If you are interested in this model and the other one I didn't discuss, please go on our website, seba.swiss, and look for a research publication. You will see the latest Digital Investor. I thank you for watching and say you goodbye.